across the vast landscapes of North America, from the stormy Pacific Northwest coastlines to the forests of the Great Lakes, from the sweeping Great Plains to the deserts of the Southwest, indigenous peoples have told stories of a mighty being that commands thunder, lightning, rain, and the sky itself. The Thunderbird is not merely a giant bird or a creature of myth. It is a supernatural spirit of immense power, a protector of humanity, a force of balance between worlds, and a symbol deeply woven into indigenous history, art, spirituality, and oral tradition. For thousands of years, Thunderbird stories have been passed down through generations not as simple legends. In this documentary, we will explore the origins, meanings, cultural interpretations, archaeological evidence, iconography, scientific theories, and modern influence of the Thunderbird, one of the most powerful mythological beings in human history. In indigenous belief systems, the Thunderbird is widely described as a bird-like spirit, often enormous in size, with wings so powerful they create thunder when they flap. They are supernatural guardians of the upper world, often seen as protectors of humanity. But they are not gentle spirits. Thunderbirds demand respect, offerings, prayers, and moral behavior. Those who break sacred laws or act dishonorably may be punished. The Thunderbird does not serve humans. Humans must live in balance to earn its protection. Thunderbird imagery is not a recent creation. Archaeological sites across North America reveal Thunderbird depictions dating back over 4,000 years. One of the most significant locations is Twin Bluffs in Wisconsin, where ancient petroglyphs carved into sandstone depict Thunderbirds with outstretched wings. These rock shelters were likely used between 250 BCE and 1500 CE, showing continuous cultural importance over centuries. These carvings are not random decorations. They are ceremonial symbols tied to spiritual beliefs, cosmology, and identity. Similar Thunderbird motifs appear on pottery, animal hides, ceremonial discs, clothing, and in rock art, quillwork, and beadwork. Among Pacific Northwest coast cultures, some of the most dramatic Thunderbird stories describe an eternal struggle between the Thunderbird and the whale. In these tales, the Thunderbird swoops down from the sky, grabs the massive whale in its talons, carries it into the air, and drops it back into the sea. The thunder represents the clash of these titanic beings. Lightning flashes as they fight. Modern researchers have examined these stories closely. And tsunamis, particularly the Cascadia subduction zone earthquake of 1700, which sent a devastating tsunami across the Pacific to Japan. In Algonquian mythology, the universe is divided into cosmic layers. The upper world is ruled by the Thunderbird, while the underworld is ruled by the great horned serpent or underwater panther. Storms are not random events. They are battles between cosmic powers. Thunderbird imagery in Algonquian art often shows spread wings, forward-facing heads, and an overall X-shaped design symbolizing power, balance, and dominance. In Menominee belief, Thunderbirds are also messengers of the great sun, linking them directly to cosmic authority. The Ho-Chunk hold a powerful belief. A man who receives a vision of a Thunderbird during a solitary fast is destined to become a war chief. This vision signifies leadership, spiritual strength, and divine approval. The Thunderbird does not choose lightly. Ethnography George Amos Dorsey recorded a powerful Arikara story titled The Boy Who Befriended the Thunderbirds and the Serpent. In the tale, a boy named Antelope Carrier discovers a nest of 4 young Thunderbirds. Their mother warns him of a 2-headed serpent that emerges from a lake to devour them. The story teaches courage, responsibility, and balance. Like many Thunderbird stories, it reinforces the idea that humans play a role in maintaining cosmic harmony. One of the most fascinating aspects of Thunderbird imagery is the X-shaped form. Instead of wings spread horizontally with the head in profile, many depictions show wings folded downward and the head facing forward. This creates a powerful X shape representing the 4 directions, balance, and cosmic order. Over time, some images became increasingly abstract, reduced to simple X marks, yet were still recognized as Thunderbird symbols. Some modern scholars have proposed fascinating theories for the origin of these legends. Long before modern paleontology, Native Americans encountered massive fossilized bones embedded in rock. Without scientific labels, they interpreted them through spiritual understanding as the remains of ancient sky beings. Whether literal or symbolic, this theory highlights indigenous peoples as keen observers of the natural world, not naive myth makers. There's Ligong, the Chinese god of thunder, Garuda, the mighty bird of Hindu mythology, and the African lightning bird. This suggests a universal human response to storms, transforming raw natural power into sacred narrative. Even today, the Thunderbird remains everywhere. It appears in military insignia, on sports teams, and on automobiles like the Ford Thunderbird. However, this modern usage has also raised important discussions about cultural respect and appropriation, reminding us that the Thunderbird is not just a mascot, it is a sacred being. The Thunderbird is not a relic of the past. For many indigenous nations, it remains a living spiritual presence, tied to land, identity, and responsibility. So the next time thunder rolls across the sky and lightning splits the clouds, some say it is not just weather. It is the Thunderbird still watching, still protecting, and still reminding humanity of its place beneath the storm. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey into the world of the Thunderbird interesting, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into history, myth, and culture.